Let's now talk, gents, about fielding. And the question is pretty simple, Bumble. Where is the toughest place on a cricket field to field?
Wicket keeper, I would think. Yeah, wicket keeper.
That would be the most logical one because you've probably got the most work to do,
I
right?
tell you where I couldn't field, if that's a gully.
I think gully's hard.
Gully, you know, do you watch the ball? Do you watch the bat?
And the thing with gully is you either get the one that sort of takes the edge and you have to
it
come
could
forward.
come like a rocket.
Or it just goes the opposite.
Yeah.
There's like no in-between ones, right? Like it's either you're like, oh, I have to come forward. And so the last one pops up and you're like, I'm ready for this. And it goes past your ear. When I can tell you this for a fact that when the pink balls came in, that's where everyone didn't want to field.
Right.
There's a great clip somewhere online of Mitch Marsh going, I just thought I was going to get hit. Like I couldn't pick this ball up. So I think it's the hardest place to see the ball and it comes off the quickest at gully.
Comes quickest to you.
Yeah, so I would say that. I like fielding at gully, but I would much rather field at silly point or short leg than gully.
But the spotlight is always on the keeper to balance the team.
Where did you field majority of your career?
Short leg and leg slip. Leg slip is great because fine leg slip, you've got a great view. Yeah. And it's almost like slow motion that you take the catch. But wicket keeper is always spotlight because he's got big gloves and pads. But he's up, down, this way, that way, up to the stumps, concentration. I think that's tough. I would never like to do that.
First slip to a seamer with the keeper up at the stumps is always
that's
something that I
another.
could never work it out because
you've got to go wider
in your face,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the bat, so you've got two people in the way of the ball. So unless it's wide, you just don't see it. And suddenly it's on you.
Yeah.
I always felt that I just could never work that out. Whereas leg slip is, as Bumble said, leg slip was great because the minute the ball's down the leg side, you're like, oh, it's on me, and I can see it coming on the angle.
Well, you see from his hand, the angle that it's coming, and then you see like slow motion how he's going to play it, and he's either going to flick it, it'll come quicker, he gets a
Was leg slip a much more prominent fielding position when you were playing than what it is now?
Yeah, because of uncovered pitches.
You don't see it too often now,
It's come back a lot.
Uncovered pitches.
It's coming back now. We had twice in this test match. We had two recently. So because bowlers are bowling wider on the crease and they're angling down there, right? So in the 50s, when you were allowed to have as many people behind square as possible, a bit before his time, they would have a couple of leg slips in because they'd be swinging the ball down the leg side. But that's a beautiful place to field. I don't like mid-off and mid-on because I feel like the ball, I've got too long to wait before the ball comes to me. And I never like that.
You're not in the game there, are you? Mid-on, mid-off. You go and stand there because you're hopeless. Yeah.
So I like...
In test cricket, in white ball cricket, long on, long off is probably... where the ball's going to come to you most, though, in T20 cricket?
Yeah, I still don't. I like the reflex positions where you have no time.
I agree.
You said gully is the hardest to field. Maybe apart from keeping, because you're always involved, is the highest pressure position to field, certainly in Test cricket, first slip.
Wicket keeper.
I'm sorry, well, the hardest position to actually field is bowler.
Yeah.
Most catches are dropped by bowlers in cricket, like the highest percentage of catches.
When it comes to shot.
Yeah, wicket keeping is hard just because...
You're always in the game.
So first slip is an interesting one because you can go 2 test matches
You've got
without an edge coming towards
You've got to take more catch to the first slip than gully, don't you, in a test match?
Yeah,
the ball is coming to you as a catch
the
more
ball's
often.
actually, and both of us have probably fielded first slip quite a lot, they actually come to you quite easily. The problem with first slip can sometimes be the loopy ones where it sort of comes up and down. I think second slip's the easiest one for the way the edges come off. Second slip, they sort of come to you quite naturally.
I was hopeless at slip, hopeless.
Really?
Yeah, short leg slip, that was me.
Yeah.
And I caught 360 or 370.
So you did it right then, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I dropped a lot as well.
How many?
About 400.
Short leg, 450.
400, yeah, more than he caught, yeah.
I always felt short leg was a bit weird, but I like being at silly point. And when I was playing, we would field at silly point.
Why would you like to field that?
Because you're right there in front of the batter, and there's like
it's all happening. It's all happening.
Do you enjoy that? Is that good?
I cannot understand. I fielded at short leg for 19 years. No, I didn't put anything on, pads, nothing.
Box?
What? No.
Oh, Bumble.
No. We're just look.
My first game of senior cricket, I was
stops
14.
now.
They made me do it.
The game stops. Take the pants off. Take the pants off.
I know, yeah.
Put some pads on like this. Then helmet, box.
Can I just say,
there's
Bumble?
no need.
Can I just say, there was a few times in that second test where I thought of you. India, when they were batting on a couple of occasions, about 15 or 20 minutes after lunch or tea, they ran drinks out to the batters. And I always think of Bumble just saying, get on with the game.
I was on commentary. What are they doing?
It drives me mad.
So we're trying to answer this question. The best way to do it is for talkSPORT to put on a game, right? And for you to field in every position and see which one you get hurt in the most.
Why me? Why not John Norman?
Because I've seen you field.
All right, not this again.
Do you want to tell him what happened? When you got so tired fielding that he brought a chair onto the field.
It was Sri Lanka, it was Gaul, it was like 150 degrees.
Gareth Batty did not handle it well at all. I thought I had to hold Bats back. He was going to go down.
Hold Bats back?
Yeah, because it was, remember the ball went down for a boundary and he was sitting there on his, looking up and I didn't even see it go past him. He could have got up off the chair and saved it.
It wasn't great Bumble. It was one of those where I look back on and I messed up Bumble. It wasn't good.
Just as an aside, a proper game, you might remember they had Derek Robbins 11 who went to South Africa. I was the captain of the team, 1976. We got some proper players, Jeff Howarth, David Steele, Fred Titmus, with some lovely players. Peter Lee, Frank Hayes, keep going, Mike Hendrick. So we've come out after lunch, and I've set the field, and the ball's drifted down to third man, and four. I said, hang on, where's Steely? First class game. He sat in the stand, sat next to a chap in the stand. He said, won't be long. He said, I haven't seen this fella for years. It's a first class match.
During a professional game. That's great.
Professional game.
You've got a new favourite cricketer.
Yeah.
I won't be long.
Googling him on the way home.
I've not seen this lad for years. I won't be long.
Were you a shouty captain?
He was that day.
Were you a shouter at lunch if you weren't happy? Or you be calm and try and...
calm.
You were calm,
real calm. Yeah.
So are we saying? Are you both agreeing that you're saying short leg, hardest, or that's when you like the most?
Wicket keeping.
Wicket keeping.
Wicket keeper. I'll go gully. I think gully.
I'm wicket keeper and gully.
Yeah.
Gully. But I were hopeless on that side. I wouldn't do it slip.
Fascinating. You like being so close in Bumble.
Sure.
Because nowadays the commentators often say Bumble that that's the position that everybody dreads. You almost don't want to be good there because you don't want to feel so close.
I had 19 years there and took a lot of catches. But like Jarrod said, it's the instinct.
Yeah, because you don't have to think.
No time.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, literally.
Silly point is a fascinating one. Did you do much silly point?
No, Tony Gregg would be on that other side, and Brian Close and that sort of player. But the other thing is, when you're at short leg, anticipation. You see where the bat's going and you see his foot movement.
What are you looking at, the bat or the feet?
Or
the ball?
I used to watch the ball.
So you're not
I used to watch the ball.
You actually would turn?
And come and then you see any sort of movement. Rowan Canai, remember Rowan Canai? He came out for Warwickshire and I'm stood there, number 3 probably. And he just looked at, and I knew Rowan, because he played up at, in fact he still lives up at Blackpool. And he just looked at me at short leg, he said, you standing there? I said, yeah, okay. and at that time, you could say to the captain, no, I've had enough of you. I'm in danger here, I don't fancy this, I'll move. Then you'd move.
He let you?
Oh, yeah. No,
we didn't have any protection, so if you're getting pinned.
Well, if there's a catch opportunity, someone's got to be there.
I don't fancy this, mate. I'm off.
In white ball cricket, then, if you're in a T20 game and the ball's being smacked around, kind of most important, long on, long off, is that where your batters are most likely to try and score?
Yeah, it just depends on. So if you're bowling wide Yorkers, you want your best fielder at deep point. You've got all these. We could go on forever about all these things.
Get your best fielder in strategic position.
Yeah, and then also you've got things like the people. You might not want your best fielder out for the sweep shot. You might want your fielder who's best at reading spin off the bat, right? Sure. So they're very good fielders who sometimes get confused when someone plays a sweep shot. So it's all those different things that you're trying to do. In the old days, when one-day cricket was around, when he was coach, you'd have your best fielders in the ring, right? Because you're trying to get the run-outs. Whereas now, all the best fielders are on the boundary.
Yeah.
Viv, same thing as Rowan Canai. Viv, you can imagine Viv coming in. So he's walked in, he walks, that walking and he's knocking the top. He's got down here, he's took a guard here like this and he's just gone. So I said straight away,
You're off.
I think
not for me.
He means business, this bloke.
When you're captain and you got the guy that can't move, it's just get him to find leg. Is that where you're shoving the worst fielder?
Mid on, mid off in the old days.
Yeah, mid on, mid off. Yeah.
It's short fine leg and short third.
We had a coach.
There is
that's what I said on the right.
We had a coach in the 60s called Mr. Reddick. I don't know his first name, Mr. Reddick, and he captained the seconds, and he had an arthritic hip. And so he couldn't run, and he'd be at mid-off. He couldn't move. And the ball would be hit past him, and he'd say to mid-on, would you mind? And you to run after it from mid-on. Mr. Reddick, he was a
Do you think he made all that up so he didn't have to move?
Yeah, he had an arthritic hip. He had a tracker, you know.
Fair. That's the
tracking along.
Are you dancing?
No, I don't do dancing.
There's some great Bumble movements today, haven't we, for the memes?
He's got snake hips.
Yeah, there we go.
No, he hasn't. I can promise you.